Okay, so second video I kind of want to make. By a lot of like requests, I noticed that my Hawkins kind of like, or the letting go technique videos are like way more popular. So I guess I'll just keep talking about that. So a lot of the letting go technique is in like the subtleties, like to actually understand what's going on. I really recommend reading Untethered Soul by Michael Singer, letting go technique, and Healing and Recovery. That book is incredible as well. It's like one of his not as known book, but anyway. So, and also checking out my friend Callum's channel, which is like emotional mastery. It's like a good friend of mine. He's he's incredible at explaining the letting go technique. To be honest, I think he's like the best at explaining the technique over anyone on YouTube. And that guy is like, I mean, he just does YouTube for fun. It's not like doesn't take any charges or anything for just like free advice, and it's like really good. But anyway, so my experience with the letting go technique is like the best when I've been, I guess, the most successful with it, and is when I sit down and I basically let myself. When I have the most success, it's usually when I don't have a guided one. When I just sit on the cushion and I basically let myself feel whatever I'm feeling, and like no instructions, like zero instructions basically. The only thing is like I notice what's here, and I put a timer on. Like usually the best is, I don't really think 20 minutes is enough. I think like you gotta do around 40 minutes to around 1 hour and 20 minutes. I noticed like at 1 hour and 20 minutes my legs are like kind of killing me personally, but maybe you can sit for longer. But 40 minutes to over 40 minutes, and when you sit that way, what you'll notice is if you let everything be as it is, you will feel kind of like, and you notice what's going on, you'll feel certain emotions, certain sensations, as we talked about before, will be like extra strong. Some will like surface like almost like load up like a bar, like imagine like a bar, like they will load up and you'll feel them. You'll be like, oh, it's this again. And remember, at that point, it's just a sensation. So you stay with it. You're just there with it. You don't try to do anything. You don't try to like immensely focus on it. You just like stay with it. And what will happen is that if we say the bar gets up to like 8 or 9 in intensity, what will happen is that when you stay with it, every emotion, which is basically energy in motion, that energy will like come down to maybe like a 6 or 7, and if you keep doing that, it will come down to like a 4 or 3, and then eventually, depending on how big of a thing it is, it will come down to like 2 or 1, or even disappear. I had a few things that really disappeared from me, and the funny thing is, like, when they really disappear, it's almost like you forget that they were there. I was like, whoa, I'll let that go. And then you try to remember what it was, but because you don't have any emotional attachment to that thing, like you're basically, what it is like your thoughts are not doesn't have emotional charge. It's like what an emotion actually is what I understand it as is it's actually a romanticization of sensations. It's like your thoughts. You feel a feeling. Someone says no to you, rejects you, whatever. You feel that, like the no, that creates like feeling of rejection, like a sensation. And then your mind thinks, oh, what is this sensation? I just got rejected. And then it calls this emotion rejection. You understand? So what happens is, like, if you don't have any this is getting tricky. If you don't have any sensation around kind of the emotion, it doesn't actually, thanks a lot, if you don't have any sensation around the thought, you don't, let me say, think right here, sensation left, and it's just a thought, you might even like forget the whole thing and like don't even remember where it was, and you'll be better off, of course. So that's kind of my best explanation I can do of the letting go technique, to be honest with you guys. And comment, I really want to like hear where you guys had the sticking point with this thing, because like I had that for a while, and I find that some people on YouTube explains this like really not in depth that it should be, and I would love to help you guys, you know, any way you struggle, like how to get into it, because I used to. And another book I recommend is Mindfulness in Plain English, because this is a form of mindfulness. It's all like David Hawkins and mindfulness, and they're all kind of pointing to the same thing. So please ask me if you have any questions. I would love to help you guys out to feel, you know, to make this thing click, where you can actually like, and I do this for free, by the way. I don't care. I'll make another video and try to explain this more. But it's like when you get this thing where it clicks and you get to a point where you can experience what I'm talking about, to let go of things for real. I love that for you guys, and have an awesome day.